Here I'm asking you to take this course about how to increase your impact. And for some of you, you know exactly what that looks like. You have the 5-year plan, you know exactly what is your next step on that. And for some of you, you know you want to increase your impact and you have no idea what that's going to look like. And so how do we know? How do we find this center of our calling? Because the object is not just to do more things to do more things. In fact, sometimes we have to stop doing some things so we can do the other things better. But how do we find the center of our calling? But whether we are elevating our role or broadening our role, or even just surviving this year through a pandemic in which we had to recreate everything, we can't bypass seasons of growth. We literally don't know what we don't know. And so we have to get to this place where we understand that failure is not just something that we endure. It is the thing that can make us great. But what happens so often is that fear leads to doubt, and doubt leads to an action, and an action leads to death. Like we doubt and don't act, and doubt and don't act, and doubt and don't act until our greatest hopes and dreams might as well be dead. And that is fear, and we cannot let it take hold in our lives. Sometimes when we think of mentorship, we think though, like there's this fallacy of thought that we need to find the one person, like the one person who's going to do all the things. Mentor us, help us find a job, just open, give us the keys of the kingdom. But finding the keys of the kingdom shouldn't be the goal. The goal is to learn and grow and become a better leader and teacher and human being. That we need to keep it clean and professional. And we're going to start with font. And I'll just fess up that I'm a font, font is a thing for me. Just because Times New Roman is the default font that comes up on many of your programs does not mean that your resume has to be in Times New Roman. In fact, I think that you should just up that game a little bit in the font space. What I just shared, what are the 3 to 4 things that you're most proud of? Kind of bullet those out. 2, what kinds of questions could those be connected to? Questions around change or conflict or implementing an initiative. Think about we have this picture of what balance is, and we know that it's not realistic. We know that it's not attainable. But what happens so often is that we put our real lives on trial to some picture of balance that is neither realistic nor attainable. And then when we don't reach that standard that we've made up in our minds, we begin to layer on the shame and the guilt. And when I finished talking that day, a teacher who I hadn't even met yet came up to me and said, "Dr. Seiler," she said, "I hope I never get cancer. But if I ever do, I hope you're the person who tells me. Because I've never heard such discouraging, devastating news and been so encouraged at the same time. It's about leading with heart. People ask me how I do this, but this is an overflow of everything that has come before this. When we truly align our mission and vision, our purpose and our passion, our influence will overflow." So my encouragement to you is to remember that you are enough. So step out of your comfort zone. Give voice to your greatest hopes and dreams. Let go of the world's perception and go do great things, because your impact is needed in this world.